This is Chapter 8, Case Problem 3. For the first one, we're going to go to Chart of Accounts. We'll want to right-click and make Journal Entries. My entry is then going to look like this: Notes Payable, Interest Expense, and Checking Account. For the second transaction, I'll do Create Invoices. I've entered the invoice for Pixar. I applied a $14,000 advance payment by adding the check as the type of payment in here. This leaves their remaining balance is $47.20. I can then save and close. That will then go into the deposits that'll need to be deposited later for that $14,000. I'll then go to Record Deposits. I'll select this check from Pixar and click OK. Save and close. To receive the payment from Apple Computer, I'll go to Receive Payments. Once I have all the information filled out, I can click Save and Close. This is paying off their opening balance that we had entered. Next step is receiving a bill from Riley Custodial, so I'll click Enter Bills. I have all the information entered for this bill. I can save and close. I'm going to go to Receive Payments to collect a $15,000 deposit from American Airlines. They are a new customer, so I'm going to have to add them as a new customer here. I now have it filled out, so I can select OK. I have this now filled out, and I can select cash since they didn't specify that it was a check, so I'm going to assume it's cash. My next step is to record the deposits. I will then select both of these. My deposit amount is going to be $40,000. I can save and close. My next step is receiving a bill from Blue Sky Pools. I'll go to Enter Bills. I now have all the information filled out. I put my memo as maintenance expenses, and it's coming out of the repairs and maintenance account. I can go ahead and click Save and Close. Next step is to create another invoice. I now have it filled out. I have the cash advance payment and then the check payment to clear off their account because they also had an opening balance. My next step is going to be recording these, depositing these into our checking account. I will then create a sales receipt. I now have the sales receipt recorded for Accenture. I'll save and close, and then I'm going to collect an American Express payment for this invoice. I have now received their payment. Then I'll go into Record Deposits, and I will deposit their payment into our account. For the bill of Pacific Electric, I've entered it here, and I've changed my terms to net 15. Here is my invoice for ExxonMobil. You can see they have an advance payment here. There's a credit opening balance. I'll save and close. This will apply the credit to their account. Their balance on their account is now going to be $52.75. I'm then going to record that as a check payment. Now that I've recorded that, I'll go ahead and deposit it into our account. I went to enter bills for the service connection bill. Here is my bill entered. It's going to repairs and maintenance, and the terms are net 15. Here is my bill for Sunset Media. They are net 15. They go to advertising and promotion. I went to enter invoices to record invoice 7514 for Boeing. They rented all units for 1 week. Here's my deposit from UCLA for $32.50. Here's my check payment from UCB. I'm now going to record those two deposits into our checking account. My next step will be paying the bills due on or before 2/28/14. I have selected these first four since they are the ones due before 2/28/14. They come up to a total of $9,700. I want to assign my check number since it's asking to pay by check numbers 995 through 997. I will click Pay Selected Bills. Here is where I filled out the check numbers below. I clicked Let me assign the check number below. I'm then going to pay my bill for sales tax due. My check number is going to be 998. This is now paid. My next step will be paying the payroll liabilities. It'll be the same, going to pay bills to pay the payroll liabilities with check 999 and 1000. After that, we'll go down to the bottom and process the payroll for this time period.